The history of computers dates back to the early 1800s when mechanical machines were used to perform mathematical calculations. Here's a brief overview of the evolution of computers. 1. Mechanical computers. 2. Electrical computers. 3. First-generation computers. 4. Second-generation computers. 5. Third-generation computers. 6. Fourth-generation computers. 7. Fifth-generation computers. Today, computers have become an integral part of our daily lives and continue to evolve rapidly with new technologies such as quantum computing, artificial intelligence, and machine learning.
Mechanical computers. Mechanical computers were some of the earliest types of computers developed in the 19th and early 20th century. These computers used mechanical components such as gears, levers, and switches to perform mathematical calculations. Here are some of the notable mechanical computers. Difference engine. Designed by Charles Babbage in the early 1800s, the difference engine was intended to perform polynomial functions by using a series of gears and cylinders. However, the project was never completed due to funding issues. Analytical engine. Also designed by Charles Babbage in the early 1800s, the analytical engine was a more complex version of the difference engine that was capable of performing more complex calculations. The analytical engine was never completed, but its design influenced the development of modern computers. Hollerith tabulating machine. Invented by Herman Hollerith in the late 1800s, this machine was used to process data for the U.S. Census. It used punched cards to store data and used mechanical components to sort and tabulate the data. Bomb. Designed by Alan Turing during World War II, the bomb was used to crack German codes. It used mechanical components to perform calculations to decipher the code. While mechanical computers were useful in their time, they were limited by their size, speed, and complexity. The development of electronic computers in the mid-20th century revolutionized computing and paved the way for modern computers.
Electrical computers. Electrical computers were the next step in the evolution of computing after mechanical computers. These computers used electrical components such as vacuum tubes and relays to perform calculations. Here are some notable examples of early electrical computers. Atanasoff-Berry computer, ABC, invented by John Atanasoff and Clifford Berry in the late 1930s, the ABC was the first computer to use binary digits, bits, to perform calculations. It used vacuum tubes to store and manipulate data. Colossus, developed in the early 1940s, Colossus was a series of computers used by the British to decrypt German codes during World War II. It used vacuum tubes and relays to perform calculations. Harvard Mark I, developed by IBM in the mid-1940s, the Harvard Mark I was one of the first large-scale electronic computers. It used electromechanical components such as relays and switches to perform calculations. ENIAC, the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, ENIAC, was developed in the mid-1940s and was one of the first general-purpose electronic computers. It used over 17,000 vacuum tubes and could perform calculations at a speed of 5,000 additions per second. While electrical computers were faster and more reliable than mechanical computers, they were still large, expensive, and required a lot of maintenance. The development of transistor technology in the late 1940s and early 1950s led to the development of smaller and more efficient computers, which paved the way for the modern era of computing.